Can we just talk about this 6 hours of torture? Can we just talk about precision? Can we just talk about achieving excellence? Is that something we can discuss? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Drusilla Shay. Today's video though is not about her, okay? It's about makeup. I am going to be bringing you a tutorial today of how I accomplish my everyday makeup look. This is just like my general, you know, I don't want to be too much, but I still want to look cute. I still want to look a little natural. This is how I usually look when I'm trying to go for that feel and that vibe. And a lot of people always ask me like, what products do I use? So in this video, I'm definitely going to be showing you everything that I use, and if I happen to miss anything, I'll definitely drop it in the description box below so you can always reference it. But you know the party don't start till you subscribe, right? You have to subscribe or else my feelings are gonna be so hurt. First things first, I always start with primer because I have oily skin, and especially my T-zone, like it's just all up in this vicinity. The primer that has been working for me generally is this Neutrogena Shine Control primer. I always see a lot of people say that the kind of primer you use depends on the formula of the foundation you're gonna use, which is probably true. That makes sense. But I don't got time to be like checking all those formulas. I'll just put like this much here, especially here. What I like about this primer is that it's not like too drying. I don't really like primers, like those silicone primers that make me feel like my skin is really moisturized and like almost like oily, because then it makes me feel like it doesn't have enough coverage, and I need a lot of coverage. I always just take care of my brows first because I need time for my primer to set in, and then I need time for the setting powder that I'm about to put on my face to set in. So I mean, what else am I gonna do? Scroll on Instagram? I could do that. You guys have watched my little brow tutorial. You'll see that I use the Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown, and then I use the Anastasia number 12 brush. It's a dual brush. So now that I'm done with the brown, I use a damp beauty blender. This is from Real Techniques, and I use the Mercier setting powder, translucent setting powder in medium D. I just go in and dip some in there, and I just put it like everywhere. This is a layer of coverage before my foundation. Since I do have oily skin, it's like another layer of blockage. I would say that my smile lines are probably like my most problematic. I cannot stand when it creases here. So I just put like a little extra powder here, and I just let it sit for a long time to really set in there. And that's also the reason why I use a damp beauty blender, just so that it can really get inside. So now I'm gonna do the eyes. If I'm doing a natural look, which I tend to gravitate towards, I do like a neutral, probably like a peachy looking eye, or I'll do like a nice subtle gold eye. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same shadow here as I do under my brows. I don't highlight under my brows with concealer. Usually I just do it with a really soft shadow, or if I'm trying to go bold, I'll do it with a gold shadow. I'm gonna do Colourpop's Press Shadow in the color Come and Get It. It's like a peachy, goldy kind of look, which I feel like is really flattering for melanin. I'm gonna use my other angled brush to go underneath my brow and highlight. Now, like I said, I use the same shadow. I just take my finger, I just blend it in a little bit more. This is the time where I just blend this in, so I'll just take the same beauty blender that I use and just go ahead and dab, So now it's time to apply the foundation. And the foundation that I've been using lately that is so affordable and so amazing is this Maybelline Superstay full coverage foundation. I don't necessarily need full coverage all the time, but I think I'm just so in love with this foundation that like I just happen to use it all the time. But I got it in the color 356 Warm Coconut. The coverage is flawless, especially for the price. Everyone likes the deal. So I'm going to be using my Real Techniques foundation brush. And I usually use like 2 pumps. So I use like 1 pump for this side of my face and 1 pump for the other side. I'm gonna do another full pump for the other side of my face. Then that's when I use my Anastasia foundation in Cool Earth. This is a darker foundation, so I just use it around the edges so that it can blend in, because you don't want to have that line of demarcation on, you know, your edges. You don't want it to just look like really bright and then just stop right there. It's not a good look. You know, it's gonna contour a little everyday quick contour. Makeup is tiring. I'm hot. I feel like it's also giving me hot flashes. This is the time where I would usually decide if I wanted to put cat eye or not. And if I do, I use the Maybelline. I use the Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner. This is my favorite because it's so easy to just slip on. This is usually the time that I do my top lash mascara, and I'll be using Physicians Formula. It's actually my favorite mascara of all time. I'm gonna take my beauty blender now. It's technically not the beauty blender, but a beauty blender, and just dab this in so that there's a nice little gradient going on, a little nice little transition. Go and dab in this little contour. So then I take another damp beauty brush, beauty blender. This is from e.l.f. and just warn you guys, when I first got this e.l.f. blender, it was so hard. It was like hard as a rock, and I was like, what were they thinking? And then someone told me I should wet it. And I did, and then it like was soft forever. So just letting you guys know, if you experience that when you buy it, it'll get better, okay? Life gets better. Actually, I missed a step, guys. Concealer, kind of highlight under the eye, you know, make it look like you got some sleep last night. I used the NYX HD Studio Concealer in the wrong color, tan bronze. I know it's not my color, but I haven't been able to get the color that, you know, I feel really matches me. I'm gonna take that Laura Mercier translucent powder and just, you know, slip it onto this contour, boom, right there. Just a little extra boom right there, you know, boom shakalaka. You know, just, you know what I'm saying? Do the same for here. I should have done this step a while ago, but I didn't. So I kind of just have to let it sit. I let my concealer dry for a little bit. These sirens, honestly, you know what? While we wait, let's talk about these New York City sirens, okay? They don't respect you. Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. So it's probably been about like 5-ish minutes now, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend in this concealer. Just gonna take the beauty blender that I just used to apply my Laura Mercier staying power and just, you know, just dab this in too. Milani honestly has one of like my favorite blushes of all time. I'm going to be using the Rose Zorro blush. It's so pretty. It's like peachy. So pretty. You guys are probably also wondering why I didn't do my bottom lashes with the mascara. That's because I wait for putting on my setting spray. We're going to focus on highlighter right now. Physicians Formula once again for the highlighter. This is their warm nude palette, and I either use this one or I use the K-Pop Glow Up from Colourpop. I'm gonna take my fan brush from MUA Professional. This is brush number 020. And, you know, I'm gonna lightly, you know, just I'm gonna apply. Ooh, look, I barely even did anything. I barely even did anything. Then I just put some under my brow, you know, just a little highlight under there too. A little highlight there never hurt nobody. I'll just little swivel up the nose real quick. A little swivel right here on the Cupid's bow real quick. So I'm gonna get whatever I can out of this Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I just realized that it ran out like 2 days ago and your girl didn't make it to Sephora. Let's see what the Lord will do. When there wasn't enough bread and fish, all he did was like gave thanks. And then boom, there was enough. Thank you, Lord God, for the setting spray. May you work through this setting spray and allow a miracle to happen. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen. Righty.
I got like 3 pumps out of this.
Yesterday I got like half a pump. God be working with me. It's not I. I'm gonna wait till it dry and do my bottom lash. I'm gonna finish off with the lip, NYX Butter Gloss and Tiramisu. So this is the completed look. This is literally my go-to makeup look. Like all the time, this is what I gravitate towards. It's a very natural kind of look. It has like, you know, a little hint of edginess, but it's not too much. And these are all like my go-to products as well. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments box below. Do not forget to subscribe before you leave, okay? Do not make that mistake. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.